All right, gentlemen, here we have a slightly long one here, but let's see what he has to say. Hello, I have a girlfriend, which I truly love her. We are together for a year and a half. Relationship was with many ups and downs. First of all, when we went to a first date, she told me that she wants to be engaged within a few months, and I decided not to engage in that time because it looks like an early step to make. Yes, that's way too early to talk about it, but it's good to know where her objective is, right? It's good that she's straightforward and tells you what it is she wants. She wants to be engaged in a few months because probably wants to start a family, probably getting a little older, and wants to, she's having that baby bug going on, wants to make that happen, right? I've heard this before. Or she could be saying it to scare you away. It's either like, hey, you want to be with me, or if you're not straight up wanting this, then get the hell out, might be kind of thing that she's saying. After I kept dating, go out with her, in the beginning, everything looked so beautiful. After a time, we started experiencing difficulties because sometimes when I went out with my friends, she started to feel mad and always started to talk about this. So she asked me to stay and talk with her and not go out. Okay, so she's trying to keep you from her friends. Okay, so she's insecure, right? She's insecure. So she's asking for security. She's asking for, hey, are you still with me? That's the question. Are you still with me, or do you not want to be with me? And she's feeling abandoned. That's not your problem. So you need to set a boundary there, but you also need to talk about it. For me, this didn't sound good, and that's good. That's true. It's not good. This thing started to intensify, and sometimes I thought she was irrational. The bad habits started to extend even when I went in my house to see my parents. She wanted to give her more attention, and one word, to always text her. She always asked for attention, even when I was working with my projects in the university. Also wanted to tell me where to sit in the library because she was very jealous. Yeah, she's really insecure. And this is what happens when you don't have the boundaries. Like if you don't set a boundary right on, it's called the foot in the door technique. And what happens is you let them slide on the first boundary, then you have the second one, then the third one, the fourth one. Before you know it, you can't do anything. You're just trapped around trying to make this woman feel happy, and you don't have a life anymore. But the thing is it's a bottomless pit. It's a black hole. It doesn't matter what you do for her. It doesn't matter how much you give to her. It will never be enough because this is something that she needs to fix inside. So she's projecting on you that you don't want to be with her, that you don't really love her, and that no matter that you don't truly love her, that there's a secret hidden agenda within you that says that you can't love her. Because she feels intrinsically not enough, like there's something broken with her, that nobody could love her. So what she does is she looks for little things here and there, nitpicks, all these little things, all these little possible transgressions to justify her paranoia. So she's like, I just know that he's looking at that woman over there. He probably wants to talk to her. So, and then she'll try to control you instead of trying to control herself. And this is where boundaries really have. Now, you can be there with her, but you have to explain to her that if you're going to have this insecurity, it's okay. But you can't tell me to change myself for your insecurity. If you want to talk about it to me, that's fine, but don't blame me for it. If you want to talk about it, say it's fine, but don't be accusatory. Because as soon as you're accusatory, then you're pushing me away. You're going to create the situation that you're afraid of by pushing me away with all this behavior. So, and trust me, I know this topic very well. After these things, she told me that she's feeling insecure. So I decided to present her to my parents. And I also met her parents. Okay, she's looking for this commitment. She thinks that'll make her feel more secure. In the past, we decided to engage in August of 19. Of course, this was her top priority. Yeah, she wants to lock you down so she can feel better. But when we started to plan the engagement, she started to act strange, like sometimes offended at me and my family. Then after that, apologized with me and the reason that she was nervous about these things. Sometimes she even wouldn't listen to my opinion and ignored me. I felt bad and ignored, and I always listened to her and tried to meet her needs. Yes, this is what happens because she's got you, right? She's got you by the balls. And all this insecurity has made it to where she controls you and all your habits and behaviors. And so now when she feels, she's going from, I don't respect you, to, oh my God, he's leaving me. And she's swinging back and forth. And so if you set the boundary, stop this, I'm not going to put up with this, this will fix both behaviors. Now, you could be really hard-ass about it if you want. She's going to freak the fuck out. She's not going to like this at all. And she's going to say you're abandoning me. But you got to do this for you. You can't let her do this to you. You can't let anybody take this much away from you. But when these things intensified too much, I said, stop. We're not going to engage right now. Good for you. And I couldn't continue under this pressure. I just wanted from her to stop this. And I was ready to give her my time to change these habits. And then we can plan for the engagement again. Good for you. Good for you. I decided to cancel the engagement, said it won't happen in the August. And then she started to ask me again to get engaged. She promised me that she will change and also begged me not to cancel the engagement. But I was very assertive about this decision. Now, I still love her, but she said to me that we should be engaged till the end of September or she would leave me because she's feeling insecure. Now, I'm very confused. Yeah, that's the only tool she has available to her, so she's using it. You said, I don't want to get engaged yet. I want to hold off. But what she heard was, if you don't handle this, I'm leaving. Because when you're in these weird, sorry for my English, that's okay, man. I understand. I think everybody else here understands what you're trying to get at too. So don't worry about it. So she's doing this, oh, I'm going to leave you. It's a bluff. Don't worry about it. If she leaves you because she can't handle it, then that's something that she must do. Don't worry about it. You deserve to have a woman with you that can handle these things. You deserve a woman who can match you where you're at. So this is what happens when you're with a very insecure woman, is they'll try to control all your time and attention and your behaviors to make themselves feel better. And men do this to women all the time. So it's not just women. I mean, both do it. And I fully understand this. I've been in these positions before. I've been on both sides of this, as a matter of fact. And with broken off engagements. So I understand what you're talking about. I've broken off an engagement before for a lot of these reasons. So just stick to your guns. I'm glad to hear that you did that. And so she's like, by the end, so you say, okay, you're going to leave me by the end of September if I don't get this figured out. And although this was a while ago, man, July. Oh, wait. Got my timelines confused. August just started. I apologize. She says, if you don't get engaged to me by the end of September, you're going to leave me. So you're going to say, okay, so that means you're going to be feeling secure by the end of September. Right? Because the decision's hers. You feel secure or we'll never get engaged. And she's like, well, then if I'm not going to be secure, then I'm going to leave you. That's what she's saying. But you're taking it as, but she's trying to do this thing where she's trying to give you the ultimatum, right? Don't take ultimatums from people. Follow your truth. Don't follow her truth. And I think you should hold these things. Don't let her look at your phone. Don't let her look at your texts. But if she asks you politely, hey, can we look at your text together or look at your phone together? Say sure, and then show her. But if she asks for your passwords and stuff, don't give it to her. When you're hanging out with their friends, tell her you're hanging out with your friends, and you'll text her when you're ready. And she needs to be a big girl, and she needs to go see a therapist because you can't be her therapist. And all you can do is just hold your ground. You have to. You have to for your own sovereignty, your own whatever, your own sanity. And by indulging in these behaviors, by giving into these behaviors, you actually make it worse for her. Because the more she engages in these, the more the paranoia grows. So like if she's snooping on you, the act of snooping makes her more paranoid. If she can stop herself from snooping or doing these things or texting you, she'll feel better. But the thing is that she's got this thing inside of her that she feels like she's broken, she's not lovable, and that nobody can love her. And it's only a matter of time until you leave her. And nothing you say or do can change her mind. That's the problem. You have to hold your boundaries. This is something she has to work on. Now, you can be there to help her facilitate it, but you can't solve that problem for her. And you're doing a lot. You've done way more than you should. Way more. And you got to rein it back even more. And you need to tell her this is why you're doing it, because this is something that she needs to handle and you can't do it. And then you say, I'm not going to cheat on you. I've never wanted to cheat on you. I don't have a secret agenda. I'm here with you now. What you see is what you get. And if you can't handle that, if that freaks you the fuck out, I'm sorry, but I can't make you feel any different. It's not my job to make you happy. That's your job to make you happy. And you have to do that for yourself. You don't do that for me, but for yourself. And I need to see that I'm with a strong enough woman who can handle herself, who can make changes in her life, who can grow and has a growth-oriented mindset. It won't beat me up, who can grow with me instead of me having to sink all my time and energy just managing your insecurity, because it's not fair to either one of us. So I think you should say something akin to that. And Godspeed, man. Let us know how it goes. And I'll give you a follow-up video. Bye.